We're doing a different kind of shelter on this week's episode of the Animal Rescuers.
The Animal Rescuers has been adopted by Pet Planet. There is nothing more important to us than your pet's health.
Bill, thank you so much for today. And what I wanted to share with everybody is it's typically a female-dominated rescue. And it's very rare that I get to interview a guy. So how did you become involved in rescue? I'd like to start there since you are of the male species.
Well, yes, I am. And no, we had an interest, my wife and I had an interest in Shelties. And we at one time got involved in a transport situation with about 11 Shelties. And we ended up placing those. And we said, hey, we can do this. And my wife and I were involved in rescue for another organization. And in 2008, decided to form Arizona Sheltie Rescue.
And you not only do the Shelties, but you also do collies, correct?
Right. We got involved in collie rescue through Southwest Collie Rescue because both of those breeds have similar characteristics. Mm-hmm. And actually, as it turns out, most of our volunteers are supportive of both breeds, and so we felt it was a good pairing. And so we started with both groups. And in fact, sometimes we'll get a dog in and we're not even sure whether it's a Sheltie or a collie till we spend a little bit more time. So it's a good fit.
Tell me a little bit about the Border Collie and the Sheltie, their characteristics.
Well, we do rough and smooth coat collies, and we don't do Border Collies. Rough and smooth coat collies, the rough coat is kind of what people characterize as the Lassie look. That's probably the most common or most popular rough coat collie that I'm aware of. And the smooth coat collies actually look like shaved rough coats. Similar, same temperament basically, and actually they can come from the same litter. So it's a lot of people aren't as familiar with smooth collies. We don't find them as common, probably because of the Lassie effect, but they have the same temperament and a lot less grooming requirements.
The grooming needs are the things that people need to be aware of because they look at the dog and they say, wow, beautiful, this is what I want. And then they get the dog home and the nightmare begins because they're not prepared for what it takes. And what does it take?
Both Shelties and collies require regular brushing. Not so much grooming, but regular brushing because they will shed. And we will tell people if you're the white carpet kind of people, the breed may not be the one for you. If you're looking for a low maintenance breed, the breeds probably are not for you.
So what people should do before getting a breed, they should research the breed and what it takes to handle it, because I think that's what's happening. People get these dogs and they don't do the research, then they can't handle what they get, and then they have to give them up, which creates another homeless pet.
Absolutely. We advocate people doing research on any dog breed they get. They do have certain characteristics. Shelties, for instance, are a pretty active breed. Some people think they can be a little barky. Dogs bark, but some people think that Shelties bark a little bit more so than normal.
One of the things that we ask with every episode is, how can we help?
Well, I think we wouldn't be any different in that we're always looking for foster homes. We're pretty generously supported by some of our volunteers and other supporters from a financial standpoint, but I've heard, and it is true, rescue is expensive, and you're only able to do what you have resources for, and that would include fostering and volunteers. So we can always use that. And some of the volunteers, you get into a situation where they'll say, well, I can't foster for whatever reason. And it's a special person that can foster, but we can always use help at adoption events, holding a dog, answering questions. We can use dog food donations. We've had some generous donations in the past, but it really doesn't keep up with the demand. So we can use that, and if we're able to get that, that's just another thing that our fosters aren't required to do. And we really don't want to add a financial burden onto our fosters, as they're already being generous with their time with our pets.
Do you trust the food you feed? At Pet Planet, our commitment is to helping our customers navigate through the confusing world of pet food, reading ingredient panels, asking critical questions about manufacturing and ingredient quality. Our pets rely on us to make the very best decisions we can for their health, happiness, and longevity. Pet Planet is here as your partner in pet health, because there's nothing more important to us than your pet's health.
You can be a part of the animal rescuers also, making a difference for the animals and bringing your business to center stage. Become a sponsor for the show. Ad rates are very low for the summer, so now is the time to jump on board. And you can be an animal rescuer too. Make the call.
Welcome back to the Animal Rescuers, adopted by Pet Planet.
There is more than one way to heal sick, injured, and nervous animals. This week, we visit with Lisa, a holistic animal healer, who gives us the lowdown on holistic care and treatments. We're here at Harmony Heart Ranch, Chandler, Arizona. I'm here with Frankie, his little beauty, Jake, and Lisa.
Good morning.
Good morning, Lisa. Thank you so much for having us here today. And this is going to be a really fun and different segment. And can you tell people why?
Because I want to talk about energy healing for animals today.
And energy, I was reading your brochure, some of the things that you do, you help with healing touch or behavior, stress.
All kinds of things. I can help animals heal quicker from injuries, illness, or disease. I can help animals to understand in a gentle, kind, and loving way appropriate behavior. I can help, most of all, rescue animals, which I know what your show is all about. A lot of people have rescue animals and they come to them with past abuse, maybe either physical, mental abuse. And the new owners and new guardians of the animals, they want to help them heal their past issues. And so I can help heal physical traumas, emotional traumas with animals, to name a few things. So it really is looking at things holistically and not just the physical part of animals.
Do you find that when you're doing this, you're also training the humans? Because
yeah.
Jake, come here, Jake. Jake. Come here, Jake. Jake wants all the camera time.
Yeah. See, he heard the car. So yes, I have to work with the family as well, and that's a big part of it. With my sessions, a lot of times I go away and I leave the family homework. And it could be something simple that just they have to do with their animal 5 or 10 minutes a day. But it really makes a difference in the animal's life and the human and animal bond.
Right, because you know, when you're comforting your animal, you tend to emit a certain type of energy that the animal picks up on.
That's
so
true.
A lot of people aren't educated that their dog may be reacting to their actions of stress, fear, worry, and then that's where you come in.
Yeah, for instance, if somebody has like an animal that maybe poos or pees in the house and they get frustrated, it could potentially make the problem worse. And so I work with them on what they should do in response to that. in not only what I do with the animal about helping them understand their appropriate behavior and their appropriate role in the house. So,
well, something had to get you geared in this direction.
Yes.
So what was it?
well, I kind of started down the path about researching natural healing for myself. And I began this, oh gosh, maybe 7 years ago, and I started getting interested in energy healing. I actually started with something with canine massage and Reiki, and then I discovered a couple of different energy healing modalities. One of them is body talk, and I continued with that, and I did this part-time with people. And then I decided to get specific training to work with animals, and started working with Healing Touch for Animals organization. And I had kind of a, maybe you call it emotional, spiritual experience with a horse. It was just almost about a year ago, and at that point I knew I had to work with animals.
So what you do is you basically offer another alternative to conventional medicine, you know, such as the vets. People must try everything because they love their animals so much. So when they've tried everything and everything's failed, they come to you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those are some of the people that I see are people that have tried everything, and I'm the last resort, but I want to be the first resort. I do work with vets. It's considered complementary to what the vets do.
Right.
I can pick up where they leave off, you know, with the quicker healing and things that they don't really have time to spend with animals.
So you're really twofold. You do healing touch, and you also offer holistic ways for either emotional problems or physical problems in rescue and in just stressed out healthy dogs, right?
Right.
And where can people find you?
They can find me, I actually do house calls.
Good.
So I find that this is the best way to work with animals, is in their own environment.
Yes, that's right.
Because the number one thing for healing to occur is the animal has to be in a calm, relaxed state.
The first Pet Planet store opened in 1996 after the devastating loss of our Cocker Spaniel to cancer. What we learned then about pet health was eye-opening. The food and the treats that we were giving him did not support his immune system and may have actually harmed him. Pet Planet was established to be a community resource, a store that offers only the healthiest products and the best knowledge on pet health issues. At Pet Planet, there is nothing more important to us than your pet's health.
You can be a part of the animal rescuers also, making a difference for the animals and bringing your business to center stage. Become a sponsor for the show. Ad rates are very low for the summer, so now is the time to jump on board. And you can be an animal rescuer too. Make the call.
Welcome back to the Animal Rescuers, adopted by Pet Planet.
This week we pay tribute to Sadie, who brought so many smiles and, whoa, is that a horse? Or, oh my gosh, look at the size of that dog, to everyone who saw her. She literally would stop traffic as people would roll down their windows to catch a glimpse of Sadie, the Great Dane. Kids loved and adored her, as did all adults and everyone who met her. She was an amazing, intelligent, and adorable dog that will be sorely missed by family and friends.
Hello, I'm selchow-burr. I am a trainer behavioralist. What is a behavioralist? Besides just training basic obedience, my big thing is communicating with dogs. They have gone so far above and beyond to communicate with us. It behooves us as caretakers to communicate with them. Now, my philosophy of dog training is I'm going to do everything I can to communicate as closely to their language. What do I mean by that? I'm not going to be sniffing their bums, but if I can understand their behavior, things like a yawn. A yawn doesn't mean a dog is necessarily tired, especially a frightened rescue dog. It's their way of self-calming. It tells the other dogs, I just want to get along. It also brings oxygen to their brain. We can mimic this with a shy dog. We can overemphasize a yawn. We don't look directly at them, but you'd be amazed how calming this is for a frightened dog. Rescue dogs present a special problem, especially the shy ones. We can't thrust love on a shy dog. It scares them. We have to be patient, we have to be kind, but patience, patience. And when they do finally touch us, we can't make a big deal out of it. Everything in us wants to go, oh, good dog, oh, good dog. That just scares them. So patience, kindness, and a few treats along the way, Seth, really will get you much farther with your rescue dogs than anything else. I'm Carly, and I look forward to seeing you again on The Animal Rescuers.
Do you trust the food you feed? At Pet Planet, our commitment is to helping our customers navigate through the confusing world of pet food, reading ingredient panels, asking critical questions about manufacturing and ingredient quality. Our pets rely on us to make the very best decisions we can for their health, happiness, and longevity. Pet Planet is here as your partner in pet health, because there's nothing more important to us than your pet's health.
The women we love, the women who love us, they are dying. Heart disease is our #1 killer, taking more lives than all forms of cancer combined. But we have the power to save those lives, our lives, because the greatest force for women is women. It's time to stand together, to fight harder, to shout louder. It's time to go red for women.
I'm Jen, and this is Pet Planet's Pet Tip of the Week. As loving cat guardians, there's one very important topic to understand, as it can have a really serious effect on the health of your feline friend. By nature, cats do not drink enough water in their diet, which results in serious urinary tract issues. The urine in the bladder can become very concentrated with minerals, and as a result, these minerals can clump together and form urinary crystals. These crystals then pose the risk of blocking the urethra, which creates a very painful situation for your cat as they strain to urinate but are unable to do so. As pet guardians, there is a way that we can help prevent this from happening, and that is by ensuring that you feed your cat a canned cat food, in addition to the dry kibble you may be feeding now. Good quality canned cat food contains about 75% moisture, so when your cat eats it, they're actually taking in valuable water content. Pet Planet encourages cat guardians to feed at least 3 tablespoons of canned food each and every day. This can be given on top of your cat's dry kibble or separately as a treat. Cats absolutely love the taste of canned food and will look forward to eating this each and every day. When you shop for a canned cat food brand, make sure you look for one with high quality ingredients that are highly digestible. On the ingredient panel, the first few ingredients should always be derived from an animal protein source. Cats are true carnivores. They need real meat in their diet. Looking for a grain-free option is an excellent solution. Looking at the ingredients and actually making sure that you find a food that contains high-quality animal sources. 95% lamb and liver. The first few ingredients: lamb, lamb liver, lamb broth. Another excellent grain-free option for cats. Ingredients containing salmon, salmon broth, ocean fish, chicken liver, and fresh chicken. Stay tuned each week for another Pet Planet pet tip. There's more of the Animal Rescuers coming right up.
You can be a part of the Animal Rescuers also, making a difference for the animals and bringing your business to center stage. Become a sponsor for the show. Ad rates are very low for the summer, so now is the time to jump on board. then you can be an animal rescuer too. Make the call.
Welcome back to the Animal Rescuers, adopted by Pet Planet.
Welcome back. I'm Dr. Krista Gibson from Animal Medical Services, and this is At the Vet. Topic for today is dental health in your pets. And a question that I get all the time is, why is it important to take care of my dog's or cat's teeth? And the truth is, it's very important. We're learning all the time how important oral health is to our health. It keeps our heart healthy, our organs healthy, and we live longer. The same is true of our pets. Because our pets don't brush their teeth twice a day like we do, they're much more prone to developing dental and periodontal disease than we are, and they develop it much more quickly. It takes 24 hours for plaque bacteria to turn into tartar. That tartar and bacteria then work their way up under the gum line into the periodontal structures of the teeth. These chronic infections of the roots can lead to serious disease elsewhere in the body. The chronic showering of the organs, the heart, the liver, the lungs, the kidneys, all of those are showered with bacteria, all the infection that originates in the mouth. So not only is this important for your pet's overall health, the problem that comes up immediately is pain. Tooth root infections, tooth root abscesses are painful. Anybody who's had one can tell you that. So, how do you know if your dog or cat has dental disease? Flip the lip. Take a look at their teeth. If you see brown stuff growing on the teeth up by the roots, they probably need to have their teeth cleaned. Another thing that you can do, smell their breath. Now, we don't expect them to have minty fresh breath like we like to have. They are dogs and cats. However, if you smell something foul or really truly offensive, that probably means there's infection developing in your animal's teeth. If you're at all unsure after you check your own pet's teeth, bring your animal to the veterinarian. They can help you decide if your pet's teeth need to be cleaned or if maybe just some home care is helpful. If they tell you you need to have a real anesthetic dental, then that is probably the best thing to do. What we'll do is safely anesthetize your pet, scale their teeth, polish their teeth, maybe give them some antibiotics. We'll deal with any kind of problems that have come up. If we have broken teeth, infected roots, periodontal disease, your veterinary team can take care of that as well. A very popular trend that's out there now is something called anesthesia-free dentistry. Don't fall for this. In fact, you might be thinking you're helping your pet, but you could be doing more harm than good. What happens when you can't clean their teeth properly under anesthesia? You can't get up under the gum line. You can't clean the teeth up to the root structures. This might make their teeth look pretty, and it might make them smell a little bit better, but the problem is not what you can see, the problem is what you can't see. Take good care of your pet's teeth, and they'll live a healthier, happier, longer life. Thank you for joining us. I'm Dr. Krista Gibson from Animal Medical Services. We'll see you next time at the vet.
Bear and I would like to thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of the Animal Rescuers. This is Kimberly. Come here, Bear. Yes, this is Kimberly and Bear, reminding you, adopt, donate, volunteer, spay and neuter, and please share our show on Facebook, and you can be an animal rescuer too. We'll see you next time. Oh, Bear, you spoiled
And it works all the way up into their periodontal parts. These chronic infections shower the organs with bacteria and infectious things. I am so stupid today.
We're doing a different kind of shelter on,
Air quotes on the shelter.
Oh, okay.
Not different.
Okay.
Go.
No, you go. Oh.